Hey guys, so this is going to be a preliminary review of my Strider SnG. I haven't really had this knife long enough to carry and use it enough to give you a full in-depth review, but when I do, I will do a full follow-up review if anything's changed or just further thoughts on the knife. But for now, this is just going to be my first impressions, what I like about it, and I also wanted to do this video so I could talk about and show one of the things that people mention when they talk about Striders, which is the fact that over time some of them will develop lock rock, as it's commonly called, which is just vertical blade play, and it seems that some people have to have their, I guess, the whole stop pin replaced or a cap put over it to correct that. But hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't happen with this one, and so far it seems like that it's not an issue at all. Another thing that people talk about happening is the lock bar or the tang will wear down too quickly, and you'll wind up getting full lock bar contact, 100% contact, in a couple months, which for any knife that's not good, especially when you're spending $400 on a knife. You definitely don't want that happening. So right now mine's pretty much perfect. The lockup is pretty early, but sufficient enough where I don't feel like it'll fail on me. To me, that's perfect right there. I like it. And you can't really see, but there's zero play any direction whatsoever. It's completely solid, and it's very smooth now. I bought this brand new, and when you get a brand new Strider, there is sort of a break-in period because of the coating. If you look right here, you can sort of see the line from the ball bearing detent, sort of carving its way through the coating. And once it smooths it out, it's a much smoother operation. It's very, very smooth. Nice detent too, but mine opens nice and smooth. Definitely not fully broken in yet, because there's still some coating left where the ball bearing goes. But the only problem, well, not really a problem, my lock sticks just a little bit. It has been getting better since I got the knife, so I'm thinking it's just, part of the break-in process, and once I open and close a couple hundred more times, it should be gone, because it was pretty bad when I first got it. I almost sent it back, actually, but I kept at it for the rest of the day, and it was getting better, so it's not bad at all right now. It sticks a bit, but it's, it's tolerable. This is a Generation 6 SnG, haven't mentioned that yet, and I believe the only real big change they made between the 5 and the 6 is the blade steel. This one has CPM S35VN, and before that they were using CPM S30V. Now both are great steels, but S35VN is a little bit better, a little bit higher grade. And this is my first knife with that steel, so I'm very excited to be able to try it out. And Strider's heat treat is sort of legendary almost. They use Paul Bose's, methods, I guess. He used to do it himself years ago, but he hasn't been doing it recently. So supposedly they still use his method, and their heat treat is very good. I haven't really used this to put it to the test for myself, but from all indications, their heat treat is excellent. This one also has the Tiger Stripe blade, as you can see, Lego G10, which is pretty much just their standard bricky, very squared G10, and then flamed titanium on the lock side. And I just love that flamed titanium. It looks absolutely awesome. It does sort of scratch a bit easily. I actually scratched up my clip pretty bad on my hoodie zipper. I was lifting a cabinet, and I had it clipped to my pocket, and the zipper got caught between the cabinet and the clip, and just kind of scraped the bump on it right here. You can't see it anymore though, because I used a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and it got it right off. It was a really cheap zipper, so I guess it was just just some metal transferring from the zipper onto the clip, but I couldn't rub it off with my finger, and I thought I scratched the knife, but the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser took it right out. And it also shines up the, well, it doesn't shine it, but it makes the flaming pattern more vibrant. I actually saw a YouTube video on it, and that's why I tried it. I will give the person credit once I find their screen name. I can't think of it right now, but it'll be in the description box if you want to check out that video. Also has the hinderer stabilizer here, or lock bar stabilizer, just to prevent you from overextending the lock bar, which is definitely a nice thing to have, again, on such an expensive knife. You don't want to bend that out of place. But overall, it's just such a good sized knife, you know. That forward choil really just gives you a lot of purchase on the knife. It feels awesome in the hand, and I have used it a little bit. It comes pretty sharp, much sharper than I thought. Some people made it seem like I was getting, you know, a folding pry bar without an edge at all, but it's not bad at all. It's a totally workable edge. I touched it up just a bit, but not much, and it's plenty sharp now. But again, I will do a full review once I get to use it more. Oh, and one last thing, I did add this Starling Gear bead on here. This is a Monkey Edge exclusive. I just thought it was really cool. Saw it at the New York Custom Knife Show last weekend, and got to meet Brady Miller of Monkey Edge, which is where I got my knife from, and then I bought the bead, and just a really cool guy. So he actually also gave me a PSD tool, you know, Strider tool. These go for like $32. He gave it to me for free, you know, I guess because I bought $570 worth of stuff, but you know, definitely a nice gesture anyway, and he didn't have to do it, so really nice of him. So if you guys are on the lookout for a Strider or a Starling Gear, you know, bead or other sort of gear, check out monkeyedge.com. Awesome website. And no, they're not paying me to say this. I just was very happy with my experience with them, and just a nice guy, so check it out. So that's my Strider SnG. Thanks for watching, guys.